same boat. Swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go.
Hello and welcome back to the Taneja Aerospace and Aviation Limited grounds. Now this 2.3 kilometer long drag strip awaits us as the 11th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet is upon us. Alongside that, we also have this third and the fourth rounds of the Indian National Drag Racing Championship happening, and right behind me two cars are lined up to give it the beans down the straight. As always, it's going to be 2 days of mad, adrenaline-filled drag racing activities. Lots of drifting, lots of stunting, everything that a motorist dreams of. Join me as I take you along for the 11th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet.
Running like Usain Bolt. Swimming if I can't float.
The 11th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet was brought to you by Indian Oil Storm X and certified by the Federation of Motorsport India, also known as the FMSI, and it also hosted round 3 and 4 of the Indian National Drag Racing Championship.
Take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go.
This right here is Park Ferme. So after all the drag races are completed of a particular class, the cars or the bikes will come and park here, and this is where the stewards and the marshals will inspect the cars or the bikes, whether any last minute changes were made that were not up to spec, or whether everything was in order after the run. After the inspection is done, cars or the bikes can either return back to the pits or go back to the drag line if they have other races in the books. The 11th edition of the Vroom Drag Meet was not just about drag racing. You had some high-octane drifting action with a drift school and taxi drift sessions as well. There was also an off-roading session with proper 4x4 buggies, and of course, no drag event is complete without some high-altitude two-wheeler stunting. How's the experience been so far?
So amazing. I came yesterday, so it was all just, I think, timing runs, and I saw so many modified cars together for the first time. It was absolutely amazing.
Okay, so do you like cars or bikes?
Cars.
Okay, which is the favorite car you've seen here so far?
Celica over there.
Oh, lovely.
Such a good experience, and I think I'll be coming every year for sure.
Okay, and apart from the drag experiences, what do you like?
I really want to be a part of, I want to experience drifting, and then the Athon, I thought that
Right.
was really cool.
Hi Sumant, so I've spoken to a lot of people over here and a lot of them have been raving about your car. So can you tell us a little more about your baby?
Well, this is a 2000 model Celica GTS. This is maybe one of a kind because it's a 6-speed manual.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's the GTS version that comes with the higher spec. So
Right.
it's 190 bhp and VVTLI something engine. So,
Right. And have you done any work to it?
well, it just got air intake and some exhaust. That's it.
Right.
Pretty much stock.
Right, awesome. It looks really stellar. I really like the wheels and the tires that you
Yes.
put on it.
Can you believe it's a 2000 model? So
No, absolutely not. No. These cars are timeless and they
Yes,
go
yes,
with
yes.
any generation that you put them in.
Basically, this is a 1300 Suzuki S-Team. It's turbocharged. It's a quite a prototype, and it's built from a scratch. We have a beautiful teammates, beautiful garage mates. What more? Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
So is this your first time at Vroom?
No, this is probably my 8th time.
8th time,
Time.
lovely. So
So-
how's the experience been at Vroom?
Vroom, they've been the best.
So what's the fastest time you have done on this so far? And
Fastest timing I've done is 13.3,
And
which
what's-
was yesterday.
Right. And what's the goal?
Goal is to be in 12s, basically. Maybe today in the afternoon, I would be having another 2 rounds. I'll have to see how blessed I am.
Awesome. Best
Yeah.
of luck. Look forward
Thank
to seeing
you.
you smash your records.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At the Vroom Drag Meet, you could feel the roar of the engines, the pulse of pure adrenaline. This is drag racing at its very finest, where every second counts. 2 cars or bikes, 1 straight track, and the relentless pursuit of speed. From the deafening launch at the start line to the nail-biting finish, it's a battle of horsepower, precision, and skill. It's been at the
So far
11th
it's been
edition.
good. We're just waiting for all the final runs to get done so that we can be done for the day.
Right. And what's your star car this time around?
Unfortunately, majority of the team is not here. Christmas vacations, everybody's out of the country. So today we are here with only 3 cars. That red VRS over there is running a stage to set up. and 2 M340Is that are running a basic stage 2 setup.
Okay, and what has your performance been like so far?
So far it's been good. Both the cars are consistently clocking 11.3s. Unfortunately, we didn't see what the time on that car is.
Right.
So hopefully we'll get to know soon.
So, is there a chance to improve this time in this run, in the coming runs?
We might get it to about 11.2. Unfortunately, the cars are all heat soaked standing in the line for about an hour.
Right.
So hopefully we'll cool it down now and see if we can do any
Awesome.
improvements.
Look forward
Okay.
to seeing a good result
Nice
and
seeing
look
you
forward to
guys.
seeing you again next
Yeah.
year. Thank you
Love
so much. How can we come to the Vroom and not talk to Joel about his Accord? Last time I had a very interesting conversation about the spec of his car, and this time there are some new things he's going to tell us about.
Yeah, thanks. So here we have a updated version of the Accord. The last event unfortunately couldn't take a run because the clutch couldn't take the all-wheel drive grunt that it's putting out. Here we've upgraded the car the last 4 days to a sequential transmission.
Okay.
And which is like completely last minute, absolutely not much of testing, and we are here for the last 2 days, and we've been slowly dialing the car. It's done its personal best right now. A few minutes ago, it did 11.2 with a lot of compromise still, and we were dialing so being a complex system and being something that we've developed in-house requires a lot of the power transfer to the rear is something that we need to manage.
Right.
So we've been battling that for the last 2 days, and we finally managed to get it right there where we want to.
So, what's the ultimate goal with this car? What time are you looking at? Like when you know that that's it, now moving on to the next car.
So so this car has a long way to go because we clearly think that the car has a lot to get into a single digit run, into a high nines, and maybe I think 10s is quite straightforward, but deep into nines maybe it's a possibility, but we are working on those things, but it's a long route. When you build a car, unlike today where people are plugging in things, and you have a lot of good cars in the market today which you can buy and just plug things in. We are taking the long road, taking a car which is naturally aspirated 170 horsepower and then pushing about 800 horsepower right now.
And how's your experience at Vroom been?
Absolutely deadly. I've been a regular at Vroom since 2016. 8 years into it, Tariq never disappoints.
Now the Vroom Drag Meet is not just about turning up with your car or bike and sending it down the drag strip. It's a lot more than that. It's about the whole sense of the community. Everyone comes together, everyone gets together, has a great time, shares knowledge, talks about cars and bikes. You have drifting action going on here. These people will even teach you how to drift. And it's just a whole very nice place to be because you have like-minded enthusiasts sharing the same dream as you. No restrictions, just a lot of fun. कैसा लग रहा है आप लोगों को Vroom पे?
एकदम बढ़िया लग रहा है। कार लवर्स और बाइक लवर्स के लिए हार्ट बीट ज्यादा हो चुका है। अगर जो भी चलाओ सेफ से चलाओ, वरना देखो ऐसा हो जाएगा।
अच्छा, आपको क्या पसंद है, बाइक्स की कार्स?
मेरे को कार्स पसंद है। मुझे भी कार्स पसंद है।
The culmination of round 3 and 4 of the Indian National Drag Racing Championship also means the announcement of the winners of the entire year. To that end, in the K2 class we had Narayana Swamy, in the K3 class we had Mohammad Afaq Amin, in the K4 class there was Trishal MS, in the K5 class Shreyas Mahindra took top honours, in the K7 class Pradeep Raj took the top honours, in the K8 class we had Vishnu Sriram, in the L4 class there was Ashwin Durai, in the L6 class there was Vinod John, in the M1 class there was Shreyas Mahindra, in the M2 class there was Ashwin Durai, in the M3 class there was Vivek Ramchandar, and in the N1 unrestricted class as well, top honours were taken by Vivek Ramachandar. Now apart from that, there were also the team championship winners, the names of which will be on your screen right now. Now coming to the results of the Vroom Drag Meet, in the two-wheeler category, the fastest time on an Indian two-wheeler was awarded to Iqbal Sheikh with a time of 11.709 seconds. Now the best tuner in the Indian two-wheeler category was won by IMW Racing by tuner Kumar Mahindra. Now the fastest time on a foreign two-wheeler was won by Alimon with a time of 9.313 seconds, and the best tuner of a foreign bike was won by Team Fast Track Racing. Now the fastest time of the entire event was also won by Alimon with a time of 9.313 seconds, and the fastest lady rider was Sarah Khan with a time of 10.134 seconds. Now coming to the four-wheel side of things, the fastest Indian four-wheeler was Joel Joseph in his tuned Honda Accord with a time of 11.27 seconds, and the Best Tuner award for the Indian category also went to Joel Joseph of Race Concepts Motorsports. Now the fastest time in a foreign car in the four-wheel category was won by none other than the flame-spitting Audi R8 driven by Stephen Jyoti Rogers Pachigala with a time of 9.13 seconds. No surprises then that he also won the fastest time of the entire event with his same stellar 9.193 second time. The award for the fastest time in a diesel car was won by Presley Fernandez with a time of 12.76 seconds, and the fastest lady driver was Uva with a time of 10.663. And with that, the 11th round of the Vroom Drag Meet and round 3 and 4 of the Indian National Drag Racing Championship comes to a close. And what a successful weekend it has been. A lot of fun was had on this drag strip with cars and bikes of all different shapes and sizes really going for it and having their eyes on the prize and setting new fast times lap and lap again. Now this was a really fun weekend, and that's the whole agenda of grassroots travel events like this. Now the INDRC is also an FMSI recognized event. It's in the FMSI calendar, so that is really putting drag racing in the mainstream motorsport segment in India. Now that's been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed putting it together, and see you in the next one.
Same boat.